So this is a little exercise to help you open up the front of the elbow. So anyone who's had an elbow injury that's struggling to extend through that, this is a nice little exercise for a few reasons. Number one, it helps you load the whole limb. So when you've got pressure into the floor, you get loads of feedback from the hands, the wrist, the forearm, the elbow, the shoulder, etc. And it's also constraint based, meaning that it's sometimes difficult to get your elbow to extend when you're trying to do open chain, which the hand is free to move. So I really like to pop the hands on the floor. So the easiest version is hands on the floor like this. You're in a kneeling position and you can lean over a little bit, put some pressure down through the hands into the floor. And from here, then you're looking to straighten as best you can. Now you may find that difficult. So we're focusing first on bringing the, let's say on this hand, bring the elbow as far forwards as I can. Once I've got that, I then plant into the floor with my hands, so a little bit more pressure through the hands, turn my elbows outwards and inwards, and this acts like a mobilizing factor for the forearm, the upper arm, and if we do that with a little bend and opening, so I'm trying to show the front of my elbow towards the camera here, so as I bend, I open and turn my elbows towards. With time, you'll find that will open that up altogether. I really like this one because it takes the flexors into length, and they all come from this inside part of the elbow, so they can be a limiting factor. If they are one of the limiting factors, you do it like this. This version is a little bit more difficult, but it will also take the flexors out of the equation. So if you can, pop your hand onto the wrist that way, and you can then start to extend the wrist here, and that will lengthen you out through the extensors, but it will also take those flexors out of the game. So if they've been limiting that elbow, that will give you more ability to kind of bend and then straighten and show that elbow in rotation towards the camera. So nice and gently with that. You probably don't want to go straight onto pressure on the wrists, so you can support with your other hand if you're going to do it one side. And then to make this a little more difficult, we can turn, not facing the camera, but facing sideways, on the exact same process. Starting to turn and open those joints that way. And as you feel it's more, you're ready for it, you can bring your hands into kind of this sort of position. There'll be less elbow bend available here, but you will get more towards that straightening element here. And we can obviously rotate, bend, rotate. And we're just using this as a way to kind of use our body weight to open up our hands. Can also do it here, can do it here, can do it here. Yeah, just different options as to how you can open and close that elbow joint using a little bit of pressure here. Last piece is, if you want to make it a little bit more force down through the hands, simply take the feet back, knees back, sorry, place a little bit more pressure down into here, and then start again with all of that rotation and extension work. And the last bit I will get you to do is, if you are struggling with moving your shoulder instead of your elbow, I'm going to get you to set up with your head against the wall so you can't actually move anywhere. And now we should, if you want, you can shrug the shoulder forwards with the head against the wall. That means there's no more movement can come here, it can only come through your elbow. So the fact that I can't travel anywhere means I have to start guiding the movement towards the actual elbow joint.